Okay, so we are now in 2025. It is a new year and a really good time when we have these annual resets to um, realign with our relationship with action and taking action. And especially right now with this Mars retrograde cycle that we've been in, um, it can, and also with being in the winter time, it can be a time where if we're used to kind of being more in sympathetic overdrive in our nervous system, it can feel kind of aggravating because there's something trying to slow us down. Um, and if we're someone who tends to be more on the sluggish or stuck side of things, it can be a time where we get some more juice for our sort of visionary and sort of dream work templates and get like down under into the car like mechanics under the hood and sort of how do I want to like shift around how my vehicle is operating so that as things pick up pace in the new year and moving through winter into spring, there's like more rev. There's not more rev necessarily. That's the wrong metaphor. There's more alignment, there's more operation integration between the parts so that I have like a really smoothly operating vehicle, that vehicle being my nervous system in this case. And so I just wanted to make a little tip point in this video this week about, a lot of what we're doing in soul alchemy in somatic alchemy. I've got the word soul on my mind because I'm starting to work on a curriculum that also has soul and soma together. But in the somatic alchemy work, the polarity split between different things that seem like opposites is often part of the work in helping to integrate those things where they are almost like synapses in our nervous system where the messages are not making it across the gap and we're trying to help bring that bridge into that place so those signals can start to speak with each other more easily. And so one of those polarities is around action and inaction. And so when action and inaction or being are in polarity and not communicating well with each other, we get this false dichotomy where either we are forcing things, right? We're like pushing and doing, even when our nervous system is saying stop, rest, pause, hold up, digest, integrate, hold up. Um, and that leads to burnout. That leads to burnout, no question about it. And if that goes on for too long, that leads to really bad forms of burnout, such as autoimmune illness and chronic disease, etc. And the other polarity is sort of this stagnancy, right? It's where it's like where there's a feeling of not ever being able to move the needle at all, and a feeling of passivity and complacency and blah and depression in life, and feeling like you just can't, you just feel stuck. And the thing I want to point out is that even though these might feel like opposite states, and they definitely present in opposite ways, the underlying nervous system state is freeze. Okay. Freeze can present in the nervous system either as hyperfunctional freeze. Those are sometimes the most productive and successful people in the world are in functional freeze. And they're the people that are always doing, always running around, accomplishing a lot. Um, and but they're not doing it in a sustainable way. And so all that it takes is one big sort of hit or trauma, loss in the family, disease, injury, heartbreak, and they collapse. And then they might enter into the other side of what freeze looks like, which is your classic, chronically ill person is in this state, but it's where you completely collapse. You cannot function, you cannot take care of yourself. Or maybe you have degrees of being able to, but it's hard. It's really hard. Um, and so it's nice, even though, these things seem different, that there is a similar sort of core root issue challenge mechanism. And the issue is actually the disconnect between the program of action and taking action and the program of rest and digest, or being able to just be. Okay. Um, which would be, you could say, like the sympathetic nervous system or the active part of the nervous system cycle, and the parasympathetic, or the ability to let down and let your body process and digest for you, as opposed to you doing it with your prefrontal cortex and efforting. So, I will leave it at that, but just so you know, if you want support in integrating these two parts of yourself, so these two parts of your nervous system are talking together more, um, which would look like really having a healthy relationship with action in your life, in which you're taking it at the appropriate thresholds for your nervous system and not be beyond that and not less than that. That's what a somatic alchemy one-to-one attunement biosync session can help you do. Feel free to reach out if you're interested in trying that. There is a free phone call with me listed on the link below. And otherwise, have a wonderful rest of your week, and I'll see you next time.